what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Business and Biceps. And you better wake your ass up, because on today's show, we're going to go over what's probably holding you back in the workplace. Because you know, Johnny and I want to make sure you're more successful and give you some tips while you listen to Business and Biceps, John.
Hey, that's what we're here for, man. We're here to give tips, applicable tips, not like these other jokers out there who want to fucking show you their fucking cars and all these dipshits that I'm so fucking sick of. And I can go off for an hour on them, Corey, because the entrepreneurial podcast space is filled with a bunch of fuckheads, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about how we can help the listener. So let's fucking do it.
Yeah, just like exercise, John, actually application you can take into the gym or the workplace and actually make it happen and see results from. That's what we do here at Business.
Dude, bodybuilding for 20 years over here, raising my hand.
Boy, 100. Hey, John,
100, dude.
Are you aware that this show is brought to you by Square? Square started helping businesses, John, accept payment with that little white card reader probably you know about.
I love payment. You know, that's my favorite part of business is accepting payment. You know, that means job well done.
That is the truth.
So continue.
Hey, listen, Square wanted to make it possible for you to run and grow your business. They keep building a complete system from point of sale, business loans, payroll, platform, invoicing solutions, all kinds of great stuff. You got to go to square.com /go/biceps. If you're not on that point of sale system for Square, you need to get on that today. It's also brought to you by HoneyBook, John.
HoneyBook is our returning champion. They're a fantastic software and just kind of a top-down view of what they do. If you run a creative business, you know how to make your clients look good. That's obviously a fact. But if you're struggling with tedious administrative tasks like I do, you got to let HoneyBook do the work and make you look good. That's what they do. They help you with that stuff. If you have a great idea for a business, you know, you got to ask yourself what's holding you back. If the thought of all the admin work is overwhelming, which it is for me, HoneyBook is here to help you get your plan off the ground. So please use HoneyBook.
HoneyBook.com, promo code BICEPS, 50% off your first year.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
It sure is. Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So I really like the format change going to Q&A out the gate. It gets me and John warmed up. So without further ado, I think it's time for Mr. Butt Life.
Oh, Butt Life it is.
Yes, everyone, keep on sending us questions at Biz and Biceps on Instagram and Twitter. If we use your question on the air, we'll send out a free t-shirt for you.
Clear your throat, Butt Life.
Cleared up.
Okay, Butt Life Q1.
I have a new boss that is power happy and loves bossing me and my fellow employees around. We are all junior guys to him. Is it worth confronting him about it?
Yeah. What are you gonna? Hey, buddy.
Go ahead, John.
Hey, what are you gonna say to him? Hey, boss, you're the fucking boss. You're power happy. I want to talk to you about how you have literally in the structure of this business more power than me. It bothers me and the rest of the guys that have less power than you that you have more power than us. So I'm going to confront you about the power you literally administratively have, because it's making our egos and our penises feel really small. You're a pussy, dude. You are a fucking pussy. You said it yourself. It's your boss. So what are you going to do? Say, hey, boss, it bothers me that you have more power than me? Like what? What are you thinking? Why don't you focus on taking his job? Dude, we talk about business to sport. I talk about it as warfare all the time. Take this motherfucker out. If he's power hungry and you got a serious problem with it, don't go whine like a bitch. Take him out.
Yeah, I like that a lot, John. I think it's interesting.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Because here's the deal. If you're basically, you think this dude's pressing on his power to fuck with you, when in reality he could just be delegating because he's your actual fucking boss.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you think you're, sweeter than what he got going on, it's not confront him. It's like you said, it's fucking steal his fucking job, show out, you know what I mean? But me and my friends are going to confront it. John, let me paint a picture for you. Hold on.
Yeah.
What if you came back to Ohio for a day and without me,
which I'm planning on doing soon.
Yes, which will be cool.
Yeah, that'd
without
be neat.
me, all the guys in the office got together and did a kumbaya session with you and said, "Hey, John, we just wanted to tell you we think you're a little power happy, and you know we know that you're the boss, but we were just we were going to confront you about that because you're just throwing your power around too." What? You see?
Yes.
Listen, when
So I would call you up,
hold on.
Corey.
When I just said that out loud, how fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous that sounds, dude.
Yeah, I call
what?
you up. I say, Corey, here's the deal. We got an empty office, but here's
Yeah.
the beauty. We have
Exactly.
we have an empty office, and we have a lot of exhaust flying at the office because everyone's leaving for a fucking specific reason, and they're not coming back. They're going to fucking Neverland. Okay, they're going to see fucking Michael Jackson's ranch. But anyways, here's what would happen: they would be replaced in a day.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't blink because the machinery is built, my friends, and you are not that important.
You would fire everybody, and then you would call and say, "Hey, I got to go back to South Carolina. G, figure it out." I'm just playing. Next question.
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't hang
But
out like that, buddy.
No, Butt Life Q2.
Me and my friends are all 19 in college getting our degrees and wanting to start a gym in the future. We know the work it would take, but wanted to get started with something as soon as possible. What would be some recommendations for you guys?
Fucking find something that's as close to free as humanly possible and start running workouts. I mean, the one thing you've heard me say it on this show a lot that I love is what CrossFit did to the fitness industry. It took away the need for a Lifetime Fitness, a 24-hour fitness to have, a $20 million facility and millions of dollars in equipment. And it basically said, okay, we're in a motherfucking garage. Here's a tire. Here's a chain. Here's a mace. And we're going to do some push-ups. We're going to do some pull-ups. And it just kind of took fitness back to, I don't want to say its roots, but to a very simplistic place. And the good thing about that, from a business perspective, is a simplistic place does not cost much if people are running, doing push-ups, climbing ropes. So that's fantastic, and that's good news for you and your friends. So I would find a space that's like I said, as close to free as possible, as cheap as possible, industrial. Get a couple things in there, start training people on your off time, and slowly build it up. But the worst thing you guys could do at this point, if you're still in college, is overextend yourself, right? Is go and take on $1,500 a month rent somewhere and then go take out a loan for $10,000. No, man. Do it as close to free as possible. If you got to use the park and use the power of social media to recruit people to the park and charge them $20 to come work out and run through workouts. That would be my suggestion.
Yeah, a great example is our business partner, Jason Newland, who opened a gym in high school. To John's point, I advised him to find some old barn somewhere on a property that a family owns that isn't using it, offer to rehab it with your own two hands, close to free as possible. I think it was maybe $200 a month rent. That's not accurate, Trey. Yeah, so $200 a month rent. Jason had about 4 or 5 different high school. Yeah, Trajan. He had about 4 or 5 different high school kids coming in and training. He legitimately had a membership gym while he was in high school, and it cost him next to nothing. A lot of people donated equipment. He bought some equipment, but literally, I think before the kid turned 18, he was taking membership money and had his own place to train. It can be done. I think building the community is huge. Like John said, like if I think back to when I started my business, I would have done it in reverse. Like I would have created what I have right now then if I could have, meaning like if I would have had a crew of people that I was working with that necessarily weren't paying for personal training, but was like creating a community at my gym, and it was actually able to tell people socially and kind of get it out and have 15, 20 people to test things on and that nature. I would have done that and created my gym essentially based around that, because 20 people can turn into 40, that can turn into 100, and so on and so forth. So I think between both of our kind of answers, you guys could be on your way. So good stuff.
So on and so forth. Butt Life Q3.
I'm currently a college student working a summer job at a warehouse. I want to work as much as possible while still maintaining good mental health. Right now, I work 45 to 50-hour weeks, but being in the gym is a must for me as well. How can I keep my hours up at work while also maintaining a good diet, good sleeping habits, and overall healthy lifestyle?
Did he say he's not currently?
He didn't say that, but it sounds like he's not.
Okay. Well, what I would do is if you're a student and you're working 45 to 50 hours And if you're not getting in the gym enough, and that's not lending to you maintaining your mental health, I would simply tone down the hours. So if you need 10 hours back so you can either prepare your meals or eat right or go to the gym, then tone it down to 35 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot to juggle school and work. I get it. You know, you are not in the soft category, but I think being a steward and being aware at all times of your mental health is crucial, man. So those hours at your job are what's replaceable while you're in school. And I love that you're aware of what you need for your mental health. So I think the hours from the job are where you can pull from.
Jeremy, I missed that part of the question. He said he was in school full time on top of it.
I'm not sure if he's in school while he's working the job. It says it's a summer job, so I'm not sure if he's taking summer classes or what.
So I'll answer it a little different, saying that maybe he's not in school, because that's how I heard it, but I'm sure it could be either way. So like when I was working my summer job, and I was very anticipatory, John.
Very anticipatory. A lot of
leaving the area, and so what I had was
anticipatory. Yes.
It's a real word. We confirmed it on the show.
We did confirm it. It's amazing, but it's real.
It is. So what I was going to say is, like, I had a very aggressive short-term block set up for myself that was completely out of balance in the summertime job category, because I knew where I was heading. So like when I talk about this, and obviously I was balancing working out and eating halfway decent too, but I worked like between 70.
A lot of avocados, dude.
Yeah, I didn't eat avocados then. I just ate like salami sandwiches and bananas. But
that's like what I eat now.
I know, I've come a long way, Johnny.
Forget about
forget
it.
about it. Exactly.
Yeah,
Italian family, coal mining. Come on.
Yeah.
So it's like I worked, between 70 and like 90 hours a week, which is, I know, absurd. And I always had that hour. Now it could have been in the middle of the night, early before work, half fucking asleep, but I would at least get my training in somewhere, because I trained out of my basement then. I didn't have a lot, but I made do with what I had. It really just depends on, like, I agree that you need something to balance out your mental health. But I think also if you have like a very specific money or setup goal where you're going after this job, like I needed so much money to get to leave my area, to get to somewhere for school to pay for it and to pay for my rent. See, my family didn't have the ability to co-sign a loan for me, not a loan, co-sign my rent for me, because my mom's credit was bad and my parents just didn't have really any money. So it really wasn't going to like help me per se. So I had to pay for my rent when I moved to Columbus all up front. And so for a kid that's like 18 years old to have to write a check for like fucking $4,000 or $5,000, when everyone else's parents were able to co-sign and they could pay the payment, monthly, I had that there were certain things that I had up against me to make that move. And so I chose to be completely out of balance and just make sure my training was there, but purely because I knew it was only a 4-month or 5-month period of time max. So that's not exactly the answer, but I would say if you have something that's really pressing on you, you're trying to achieve, then try to make good that in your head. Like, hey, I'm doing this for short term because I'm trying to get to X. So I think there's a couple ways to look at it, but I think that is it for Butt Life. So you're out, Jeremy, and it's time for Fosco's.
Yes, I'm just waiting for everything. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. So I appreciate everybody welcoming me. It's a very warm welcome. Everyone can fucking hear it, dude. It's a warm welcome, and all the support brings me into my world. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go down and dirty on some technical business functionality in the streets today, Corey. That's how we're going to do it.
In the streets, homie.
Okay, we're going to take it. No, actually, it's not in the streets. It's at the table. So I want to talk. I want to help people understand how I think, in my opinion, that equity and ownership in business typically is radically overvalued. And I'll tell you why. So I'm gonna kind of go slow here. So because a lot of people haven't started a business or incorporated a business. So if you are a large equity holder, a large owner in a business, you're like a parent of it. Okay, so when you're a parent, you got to pay for your kids to go to school. You got to pay for health. You got to pay for everything, right? Like everything is on you. So the big umbrella term is liability. You have a lot of liability and you have a lot of risk. Okay. So when you're structuring a business, everyone wants to own. It's like, okay, before you rush into that space of wanting to own, I want people to take a couple things into account. Most businesses, and this is, I'm speaking majority. The majority of businesses, when payroll comes up, they don't have the money to make payroll. So what does that mean? That means if you are an owner of the business, you either have to go out and take on debt to pay your people, or you have to go in your own pocket to pay your people. So now let's say I own 50% of a business. So now my 50%, I keep going negative and negative. So I'm completely negative on this, but I own half of it, right? I own half the business. I'm the owner. I own half. Well, I'm 94 grand in the hole, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make payroll for 6 months at least. So I'm going to go 100 plus in the hole while I got people who are netting money. Netting means taking home, putting it in their pocket because they have a salary. So if this business has been around for a year and I'm 123,000 in the hole now, and I have people who are being paid salaries and they're 44,000, even though 44,000 is not the largest salary, they have something that they took home that was a product of the business I co-created in this hypothetical scenario. They took it home, they put it in their pocket, they paid their bills with it. Now, me, on the other hand, call me Joe Owner or Owner X, I am going negatively, and all my bills and all my personal stuff, I got to go deeper into my pocket. So I'm going more negative. I'm going more negative. And I think the title of an owner and the title of I hold equity, I think it's very seductive because it's laced with power. It's laced with power. It's also laced with stress. And it's also laced with reality. And it's also laced with pressure. And it's also laced with you are the person or people, if you have an ownership group, that are responsible for everything when the shit goes down. So if you do not own equity, you do not have that burden when you go home at night. Okay. There is value there. Now, if you do own equity, here's another thing I want people to think about. There's active owners, active partners, and there's silent partners. Okay. So let's say I own 50% of a business and the other 50% of the business is owned by a silent partner. Well, I'm going to try to secure a salary because I am working in the business. So I am not equal to my other partner because I'm working in it and he or she is not. So I'm going to try to secure a salary. That salary is going to be paid regardless if the business is up or down. It's just like another employee salary. Just because I own it doesn't mean I don't get paid it. So when everyone is, let's say, going into their first business endeavor, I really want you to think about equity as it's only worth something if the business functions at a high level and is successful. And I'll flip it to this just because everyone can relate to it. Cory, what was your equity worth to you in the old company?
At what point, Johnny?
All said and done.
I'm not going to disclose that exact amount, but you want to know.
But you know my point, right? It was much
exactly. Oh yeah, it was much after all the money raised and everything. Absolutely. I mean, I started out as I think it was like around 30%, and by the time it was all said and done, it was closer to like 1.5.
Right, and that's what happens. I mean, that's what happens unless you are thinking about things like what I'm talking about, or you have a lot of experience with this stuff. And that's, guys, that's, you know, the reason I brought up with Cory is because most of you guys can relate to that. But that's how it works in most situations. So I guess in closing, what I want people to think about is the fact that you have to support yourself. If you start a business, you have to support yourself, and just owning it means in the short term, you're probably going to go in extreme debt, because that's what is required to get something to function off the ground. So think outside the box and say to yourself, man, if this business doesn't get to the place where we all think it's going to go, but most businesses never go, how am I going to be compensated? And it's not going to be through equity. It's going to be through a structured salary. So this right here, I know it's in the weeds business stuff, but this is food for thought for you guys and gals that are thinking about opening a business or starting a business with a partner.
Well, and I think, John, I ran into multiple occasions like this where the silent partner didn't understand the dynamic that you explained. Like,
Correct.
hey, I work inside of the business, and that yields me X. And they thought that was part of money that should be coming back to the investor group. They didn't understand the difference between running the actual business and what happens to the investors. And some people play in both categories, right?
Right.
We obviously play in both categories in multiple of the businesses that we have. And so
Correct.
It's like that is the way it works. Now, the flip side is when you have other partners that can add value and your equity goes down, that doesn't necessarily mean that now you're so-called worth less money. If you add the right partners,
right,
and you have the right work ethic, then your smaller percentage can be worth way more money because the fucking team is way doper and you got way more skill sets. And so that's the thing, is like a lot of people, and I think this is kind of one of the points you briefly touched on, are tripping on that seductive feel of I own majority. Right. Well, if you own majority and ain't kicking over no cash, it don't really fucking matter.
You're like going in your pocket to make payroll, brother.
Exactly. But if you own 20% and it's murdering it, that's way better than owning 50% of shit that ain't doing nothing. So I think that when people think of equity, they only think of, I need to own the most. No, it's a strategy just like everything else. And it's like, man, the squad, you're only as good as your squad. Look, I had a business that did a ton of sales. The reason why it's still not around, or the reason why I'm still not with it, our squad wasn't strong enough. Maybe parts of it were from time to time, but all in all, the squad, the equity, it wasn't done properly. That's why it didn't do $1 billion like we thought it was going to. The talent was not there. And it just goes to show, if the equity would have been placed properly, if the money would have been raised properly, then the thing would have worked out a lot better. Yeah. That's just part of it. And it's a strategy you have to take serious.
Yeah. And in closing, what I would say is, just from experience, what I always do is, whether I am a majority or a minority owner, I'll always spell out like, okay, once this business is functioning at a healthy level outside of my ownership, here's the salary that I expect to make, and here's where I expect it to go. So I can own half the business, still get paid $500,000, and still get quarterly distributions. Just because I own half the business doesn't mean I ain't getting that salary. No. If I'm pushing every day and I'm working in it, motherfucker, I'm getting the salary. So for you guys that think if you own half the business, you only get paid on what you bring in based on your no. You're cheating yourself. But if you threw your money out there and that's all you did, and you own half of it, well, yeah, then you're going to get paid based on everything that comes in after expenses, and salaries would be an expense. But if you are an active owner, I would highly recommend to you from the beginning to spell out a salary for yourself in the event that the business is functioning at a healthy level, and allow it to increase with productivity. So that is that. That's some hard business coming out the gate, Cory. But we are
Good. Really good, Johnny.
going to make our way. Thank you to Cory Gregory time.
All right, thanks, Johnny. I think having that tactical stuff like that, man, is important because we got a lot of new business people. You know what I mean, Johnny? And that's
For sure.
a really good thing to think about. So I enjoyed that. So what I'm thinking about today, and it's been on my mind since we're doing these shows real time right now. So this comes out the same day that you guys are listening to it.
Real time in the streets. You know what I'm saying? BMX Mafia. What? Yeah.
It is real time in the streets, and John just made
Yeah.
a reference to BMX Mafia. Great.
BMX Mafia in the house.
So, all right. So, 2 Mondays ago, I was lifting in the gym, no different than any normal day. Actually, I felt better than I normally did.
Approximately 9 days ago.
Approximately 9 days ago. Everything felt good. Like, actually, my lower body lifts were at a PR level, meaning like I made 5 pounds on a variation more than I had previous times. So, all in all, everything's good. Going light now on incline. I was doing incline and pull-ups. So I do like 12 to 15 reps on incline. I'll go over and do 20 pull-ups, kind of go back and forth 4 or 5 sets, kind of in an Arnold type of manner. And I was using what's called an arc bar. An arc bar has like a different kind of bend in it. And I normally go on the closer grip of it. So it's a deeper stretch on your pec. Well, for some reason, I decided to go on the wide grip, which kind of twists your hand in an outward manner. And I wasn't going that heavy, like 185, which I would have done for 12 easily. And I think what happened was my elbow kind of tucked in a little bit more than normal, kind of took my lat out of the movement, which is your back, and put all the stress right on my rotator cuffs. Now, the supraspinatus, which is one of your rotator cuffs, I guess mine, I believe now, was probably already partially torn, because what happened next was not even anything that dramatic. And I watched the video back a few times, and it doesn't look like anything that serious. So I feel a little Rice Krispies in my shoulder. The guys grabbed the bar. I was on my 3rd rep, kind of surprised. And I just kind of tweaked my shoulder. Well, multiple days later, I got an MRI just to get it checked out. The first 48 hours, I was pretty beat up. Like I could barely lift my arm, but it got progressively way better pretty quick. Fast forward to Friday, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm squatting all week. I'm doing things. I can't really press a whole bunch, but I've been partially torn things in the past. I know it takes a little while. So our MRI comes back, and the doctor, my surgeon, looks at me and says, "Dude, this isn't even like a grade 1, 2, 3. This motherfucker is 100% torn off. It's retracted. Here's your MRI." And I was in total shock. I've been competing in powerlifting since I was 17 years old. I'm 40 years old. I've done so many different bodybuilding shows, covers, shoots, 30 different 40 powerlifting meets. Like, I've been pretty fucking crazy with my body for a really long time, and I've been dinged up and had a little thing here or there, but I've never had, I'll label, a serious injury that would require any type of surgery. And I've had a couple things that I didn't need surgery on that I've torn or whatever, and that's kind of part of the game. But I got to tell you, this was probably the hardest thing. And I haven't had the surgery yet. I'll have it 2 Mondays from now. So not this next Monday, but the following Monday. I'm scheduled, and I know that I'm going to have to take several steps back before I can come back to where I was or where I hope to be again. But to not be able to do what is not just my hobby, it's my job, it's my passion, it's everything I've thought about from a standpoint that I've put my businesses around since I was a little kid, basically. And to think, like, I know it's a short term, 3 to 6 months per se, but man, thinking that I'm going to be that limited once I go through surgery for that long, I spend about 4 hours a day, roughly, doing exercise between at the gym, at the track, writing content, doing like a lot of it is based, and it's what I do. And so I was in a funk and still I'm starting to come out of it because of just the thought of that is something I've never been up against before. So kind of this segment really is about, I'm about to embark on something that, look, my boy CT Fletcher just had a fucking heart replacement surgery. Like, I know this ain't that serious, but for me, I've never experienced it before. And it's something that John's been a great business partner with me as we got multiple projects going on and understanding, because he's been through these things, and I can't wait for him to weigh on this in a second. And he's been through it multiple times. But there is something that I couldn't put my finger on, but it was like more about, like, I really didn't know. I didn't know that I wanted to have the surgery. I am going to have the surgery because I'm not willing to kind of hang up what I love to do, which truly is powerlifting and push myself. I love lifting heavy. I love competing, and I love helping people. And if I can't do those things, and I'm going to be falling apart when I'm 70, trying to golf, like, that's not going to be okay for me. And so the fact that I think I made peace with it, that this is what it is, this is fucking what time it is, and I'm just going to have to deal with this. It's definitely going to be a challenge. Now, I'm not going to sit around and cry about it, but I am fucking pissed off, frustrated, and a little nervous. I mean, who wouldn't be? And it's not going to be easy. So I just want to kind of be upfront with you guys and say, like, this is what I'm going through right now. A lot of you guys probably went through it or might go through it, but I guess I felt like a mortal for once in many years. I've pushed my body to some crazy limits without ever taking drugs, and this one was something that wasn't that dramatic, wasn't that crazy, but it finally caught up to me, and now I have to get it fixed and kind of deal with it. So it's going to be a different spot for me.
Yeah, man. It's yeah, dude. Honestly, you can lean on me a lot with this, because I don't talk about the fitness stuff as much. Obviously, I'm not in it like you are, but I've been in it for my own personal reasons, since I've been 15 years old, and I've had 3 devastating tears. And I would say in the process of rupturing my pec, I ripped the tendon off the bone, and same thing with my bicep. They ripped the tendon off the bone and the muscle off the tendon. Going through those processes was the closest to depression I ever got, because I think that's when you realize how tied together mental health is and your body, and how good exercising can make you feel. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, acceptance of what is a crucial part of life, because shit's going to happen to everybody. People are going to die. And when we don't accept, what we do is we hold ourselves in a certain point in time, and we do not allow time to move forward because we're so fucking mad that something happened. So once I accepted it, in like, fuck, I'm going to be on my couch for a month and a half, and I couldn't move, and I got this cast, but they took the cast off my arm 7 inches, literally 7 inches. You realize that, like, okay, I can either be depressed and bitch, which I did, or which I also did on the other side of it, is like, I can use this time, because we talk about going outside of our comfort zones, right? When you are in this position and you are surgically being repaired, and you cannot do what you do every day, like I do too. I work out a couple hours a day, man. You have to change your routine for a certain part of time. Well, it can be negative, or growth can take place. You could focus more on your mind. You can invest more into your mind. Sure, it's not the same payoff, but I just think, Core, like, going through it, knowing the dark side of it, and then knowing the positive side of it. Here's the positive side of it. Here's a fact. You get the shit replaced in 6 months, you're going to be back to what you were, if not better. That's a fact that needs reminded daily. I had to remind myself that every fucking day, that I saw my body getting softer. I saw my muscles getting smaller. I saw body fat increase. I had to remind myself of that every fucking day. So that's a fact. So you're going to be better. Yep. But outside of that, what can you do with this newfound time that's going to improve you, that's outside of your comfort zone, that can help you in other places? And I think finding out for yourself what that is is only going to spur growth.
Yeah, exactly. Like we talk about this, and you guys are about to hear me go through it. When you're adversity, you can't pick when it happens, man. It just comes out of nowhere. And so this is an adversity that is going to challenge me in multiple ways. And I think accepting that. So I was in denial for a couple of days. You heard me.
Yep.
And that's just part of it. And I'm sure there's going to be other shitty things that when I get it fixed, that I'm going to go through. And I haven't been the nicest at my house. My wife kind of let me know that today, and I told her, my response probably wasn't the best.
No sex in the champagne room, Corey.
Yeah, I'm trying to make that better later. But at the end of the day, it's like it just is what it is. I mean, I really think that this thing was already. I've had problems with the shoulder, to John's point, for like 5 years, and I think it was already partially torn. The compensation pattern that I had built up to it is probably why, as I'm walking around out here in the streets, I'm able to still do most things.
BMX Mafia.
Yeah. When they have something like this happen. And so that's the crazy part is I can't do certain things, but I can do a lot still, and I kind of look normal still. So it's like I'm going to have to take even more steps back to go forward, which I do hope has me to the point where my actual potential is, not slightly hurt, which is what I think I was. So I will have to remind myself of that daily. Looking forward to actually helping to inspire maybe some other people that are going through this, have gone through it, or going to go through it. Because I'm going to document the process. I'm going to talk about it, be, as open and vulnerable as I can, and let people know, what's really kind of going through my head. So it's going to be interesting. And once again, I appreciate the help, Johnny.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
All right. I believe it's time for our main event.
Ring the bell, please.
All right, Fosco, I'm going to let you frame it up. We're going to talk about what's holding you back at work, in your business, just in general. A lot of things are tied to initiative and approval, and man, I'll let you kind of frame it up.
Yeah, for sure. So I think a lot of people with the employee mentality, they look for direction constantly. And if you are constantly looking for direction, you're going to do what you're told. Now, doing what you're told is fine, right? And kind of putting that box on yourself is going to get you by, but it's not going to get you to move upward. It's not going to take you to the executive level or the level where you can lead, because everybody, if they choose to dig their heels in on their job, they understand how to do their job. And if they really dig their heels in, they could produce ideas on how to make their job and the processes of their job even better and do more and do what others aren't doing. But a lot of people, because they're just trying to get by and at the same time wondering why they're not moving up in the world or making more money, because of that, they wait for marching orders. If you've been working in a place for 6 months, dude, or more, you fucking know what you fucking need to do. And what people always respect, always. And when I say people, I'm talking about people in leadership positions, owners, executives, whatever. What they always respect is initiative, man. Initiative is always respected. Now, if you're going to do something and try to take it public on behalf of the company and put it out there, that's a problem. But if you're going to do something because you're like, hey, I'm done with my work, but I'm going to try to add value, and this is an idea, and you spend time and you put something together and you share it with the people who make the decisions above you, dude, it could be the shittiest motherfucking idea, the stupidest doc. It doesn't matter. You got respect because you went above the call of duty to show them that even when your job is done, even when the work is done, you're still thinking about how to improve at your position. And there's too many clock punchers. There's too many let me finish my task for the day and I'm out people that sit there and their minds are boggled. They're fucking boggled as to why they're not making more money or taking on higher positions or leading more people. It's because you are doing what everyone else is doing. Literally, you're doing what everyone else is doing, their job. If you want to move up, you have to do more. If you don't know what more is, sit in your motherfucking chair, think about your position, and think about ways to make it better. Because, hang on a second. Isn't that what your boss does? Isn't that what your boss's boss does? They think about ways to constantly improve the company and constantly improve every position. You have the ability to do that too. And you have the ability to then take them new ideas because you're actually in it every day. You're doing your job every day. You're probably the most qualified to come up with new ideas about your position, right? Because you're in it. But you're not doing it because once you finish your job, you're done. So I guess in opening this topic, that's how I kind of want to lay it out, Core.
Yeah, I mean, I know why they're not moving up, John. It's because they're invisible. I can't see you. You're not doing anything out of the norm. That's why they're not moving up. What we're talking about is, you know what? Even if no one fucking likes your idea, the way you prepare it, the way you bring it to the table, it might spark another idea with your management that says, you know what? This motherfucker wants it. Oh, wait a second. I can see him. He's not like everyone else that I can't see. He has some promise. He might be able to do this project I've had on my mind. That's my guy to do that. That's the guy that have that. I mean, dude, you have to separate yourself. The reason why it's holding you back is because you're the person that is saying, I hope he doesn't walk in my office because I've just clicked the punch card and I'm just doing my thing. And if I just open up another thing on my computer and do something else when I'm really supposed to be doing at work, then no, dude, no. Don't just try to get around it. Don't just try to get by. The get by motherfuckers ain't getting nowhere with their lives. Like, dude, quit. If you're falling into that thing because everybody in your office is doing that, get the fuck out of it. Change the game and do something that can push yourself. Look, I respect the fuck out of these people that we work with that bring stuff to us. Even if 90% of the time we don't use it, I look at how they presented it with confidence, how they put it together and prepared it, and how they are trying to think of my business and our business outside of them, you know, and just their normal duties. Dude, when somebody takes ownership inside of your business that doesn't own it, that is fucking what you want. And that person that's in charge is going to notice it every fucking time, John.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, man, listen, your job is not to do your job. Your job is to be a fucking all-star. Like, you know, and this thought and where I'm coming from here is from direct messages and just advice that I get asked. It's like, your job isn't to do your job. It's to be an all-star. So everyone wonders why their boss doesn't like them. You know, we had a question earlier. The boss is power hungry. Dude, if you were fucking balling out of control at work, everyone's going to treat you differently. Please understand the reality that is business. And the reality is, what have you done for me? Not even lately. It's what have you done for me today, bitch? What have you done for me today? Actually, what have you done for me this hour? So if you want to make more money, you're saying, how the fuck can I do it? Don't do your job. Doing your job is the default setting on the goddamn MacBook. Okay, that's the default setting. You have to be an all-star at your job. I want you to approach your job like your boss manages your job. And then I want you to outthink your boss and say, dude, I got 10 initiatives for my fucking position that I could take on. He doesn't need to tell me. I'm going to fucking do it. And then I'm going to go fucking share it with him. But everyone wants to just do their job and say, why am I not good enough? You're not good enough because you're doing exactly what everyone else is doing. Please understand that. And you know, the quality of person you are I don't want to sound like a dick, but no one fucking.
You're about to sound like a dick, but it's the truth.
No one,
Go ahead.
no one fucking cares. No one cares that you're a good guy. No one cares you're a fucking family man. No one cares that you fucking treat your. No one fucking cares. All they fucking care about is what you're producing for their fucking business. All they fucking care about is how they can make money using you in a particular system. So get this through your fucking head. No one gives a fuck about you at work. They don't fucking, it's what can you do to better me? That is the fucking reality. Now go cry in the corner. Go cry in the fucking corner if that makes you feel uncomfortable. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, you're a bitch and you shouldn't be fucking working in this environment, because this environment is not nice. But I'm just telling you the reality of it. I'm not telling you, oh, it should. No. This is the fucking reality. How can you make me more fucking money, or how can you make me look better? That's it. And if you don't like it, leave. If you can accept it, then start playing the fucking game.
Dude, I got a rude awakening to that exact thing you just said when I started fucking with the Wall Street guys.
Damn right.
I mean, we'll gut you like a fucking deer.
Some venison, son, in the streets with the BMX mafia, dude.
Ohio hunting season, gut
Newark
you like
style,
a deer and hang you in a tree and not give two fucks unless you're making them money or making them look good. Exactly what John just said. That is, guys, the harshest real thing maybe you've heard in a while, but you need to keep that in the back of your mind in all of these situations. It's the fucking truth. And listen, the genuinely nice guy that I believe I am had to really understand that to be able to progress my career, that is the fucking game you have to play. Yeah. And if you're not playing it, you're probably not on the fucking team. I mean, it's just the fucking truth.
If you're not playing it, you're getting played.
You're getting played. Yeah. Or you're just not even in the fucking, you're not even in the arena. I mean, that's just, you know what I mean? And I think that's maybe where a lot of you guys are, is that you want to be in the arena. You want to be on the bench. You want to be a star player. And you don't get to be a star player if you're unaware of the reality of what John just spit to you. Because that's hard to hear, right? But wait a second. It doesn't matter, because guess what? I was that guy. Oh, I'm a good guy. Oh, I do people right. Oh, I'm treat my wife right. Oh, no one cares. They don't care.
How can you be a star player if you don't know the game you're playing?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Cory, can you sell more fucking product?
That's it.
So our stock price goes up.
Hey, how about you shut up until you sell more, motherfucker? Because that's all I want to hear from you. That's it.
That's literally like, and that's why some people, it's not for them. Right. And honestly, that level isn't for me. I've told John multiple times, like, I see the balance sheets that we have. I know how good they would do because I know what a bad one is. And I know, hey, and I know what
planes.
Listen, I know what bad partners and bad balance sheets equal. I know what good partners and good balance sheets equal. I understand it now because I've been through it, just like anything else, right? The adversities teach you things. And it's but I just didn't like what that part was about. But at the end of the day, what John said, that's what it's all about. Now, you might have different degrees of it, but at the end of the day, that's really the harsh reality that you need to understand if you want this life. If you want to progress, you need to know it's absolute like that. A lot of people don't understand how absolute it is. You either produce or you're fucking out. It's absolute, John. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right. You produce, you're out. So, it makes me want to speak to the fact that people think that you go to college or you go somewhere and you get a secure job, right? Like, no, man, I'm gonna start my own business just because, like, I want to get something secure. Motherfucker, you're the opposite of secure when someone above you can snipe you and basically be like, dude, if you ain't producing today, you're fucking out. Like, guys, nobody, there is no such thing as a secure job. The only thing you can do to ensure the highest level of security is understand that every day is an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to be an all-star. And if you're not an all-star that day, you better make up for it the next day, because this is the world we live in. It's called everyone's replaceable. It's called you are simply a number. And it's called I don't care about your family. I don't care about you having to pay bills. I care about how you can grow my business. And I'm not speaking as John Fosco. I'm speaking as business, right? I don't give a fuck about anything but what you can do for me. So when you trick yourself and say, I'm going to go this secure route, nothing's secure anymore, dude. Nothing's secure anymore. Dude, globalization changed all that shit. I can have someone in fucking New Delhi right now working for me and replace someone that is local. That's a goddamn fact. We can get on fucking GoToMeeting and we can work together every day. And this dude in New Delhi will cost me $8,000 a year. Okay, you're costing me 55. So at the end of the day, you need to understand that every day is an opportunity to be an all-star. And if you're not an all-star, you're pretty much on the bench.
Yeah, that's the one thing that, being around several NFL athletes over the years that they don't like about the NFL, but I liked about the thought of that is that, man, none of the money's guaranteed, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
And it, I mean, we argue that it should be with the kind of stuff that goes through their, with the stuff they got to do to their bodies. But let's just say the format of it. The money's never guaranteed, and the pink sheet could be in your locker any week or day
Right.
that you don't deliver, and that there's a younger, hungrier, or veteran that can step in and replace you in the same position. It's literally that aggressive. There's only so many spots. Hey, if you deliver, the pay's real good, just like out here on business too. Hey, if you can deliver, the pay's real good. But when you don't deliver a few games, then the pink sheet's in the locker and you're at home.
Right.
And guess what? You go from the fucking money you're making straight to zero because none of it's guaranteed. That aggressiveness of that, they call it the not for long league for a reason, because it's that cutthroat and real. I would say that's very similar, John, to what the reality is of the business world.
Dude, I would say it's the same thing, because you're a number, bro.
Yeah.
You're a fucking number. If your salary's $45,000, it's okay. We're paying this guy $45,000, and here's what we're getting out of him. So could we take that $45,000, piece it off to a new guy at 35, and use this $10,000 for a marketing initiative? If we don't think we're going to lose anything by cutting that guy at $45,000, now we have someone to replace him that we do not believe we're going to lose any productivity from. And we have $10,000 to work with on a market. You're gone, brother. The $45,000 guy is gone. You are a fucking number. I want everyone to understand, and I say it all, you're nothing but a number. You're nothing but a fucking number. And that's what's great about free market capitalism. You also could be a 1.2 million, right? Because you're a fucking monster. You're a motherfucking monster that creates opportunity, that makes a whole lot of fucking money and makes a whole lot of fucking money and opportunity for other people. That's the other side of it. You can be a fucking monster too. But most people are a number. And what people do above you is they spend time in meetings and discussing if that number that you are can be more effectively used. And that's why I tell you all, I warn you all, that nothing is secure. Nothing.
Well, and one of the most documented kind of situations like this that I've read about multiple times, because I read so much Andrew Carnegie, is he talked about Charlie Schwab, which obviously there's Schwab Investments. Most people have heard that name. He was like his main guy that rose up because of his initiative and skill set and delivery and all these things we're talking about. He built up himself. Carnegie paid him $1.2 million in like 1920. Like, do you know how much money that was then? Oh my gosh,
hey,
right?
He had a nice house.
I mean, dude, you imagine living on a milli in the 20s, Johnny? You'd be owning shit.
Hey,
right?
hey-oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of those things where that he talked about how he had all the same opportunities as all the other thousands of men that had worked for him, but he had these things done right. And he kept delivering and kept moving and kept the initiative. And he had to keep paying him more because he was so fucking good that he became a monster.
Right.
And his name has lived in infamy because of the fucking investment company. And so it's one of those things where instead of being the guy, like we talked about, that just lets life kind of pass you by and you're just trying to be invisible. And
I wonder
stay out
when
of the
my
way.
big break is coming. I feel it. I'm
Hey,
gonna keep buying
it's
lottery
never
tickets with
fucking
my
coming.
donuts, dude.
Your big break is never fucking coming if this is the way you operate. So quit fucking waiting on it. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm going to break your heart. It's not fucking coming.
You got to create
It's
it,
not coming.
business.
You have to
Out in
fucking
these
create it.
streets,
So,
these Newark streets with the
out in-
BMX mafia with these haircuts, dude.
John, I honestly, man, I want to come back to that. The things that you say are the absolute truth, and they sound so fucking mean and so aggressive. That's really what it is. That's what fucks people up. They're not willing to understand. And I wasn't at first, because everything I did, check this out, everything I did in my small business as a personal trainer was positive about helping people. Everybody I encountered, everything that happened, there was no real turmoil of money. There was no and then I started dealing with seven figures, and then I started dealing with investors, and then I started dealing with huge, GNCs, Costco. We're talking 10, 20, 30 million type shit. Dude, this shit fucking gets twisted. Not even
Corey,
twisted.
it's like Goodfellas.
It
What does
gets-
Paulie say? When he goes in on the restaurant, okay, you want me to come in on the restaurant, every fucking Monday, fuck you, pay me. It doesn't matter what happened.
Yeah.
Fuck you, pay me. Literally, where's my money?
And so I think that people need to understand that level, as they're getting in the business, or they're working in a system and they want to rise up, they understand that that's really how it is. So I think just hitting them down the middle, which is what you're great at, Johnny, will pay a lot of dividends for these guys.
Dividends are good.
So, good job.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. John, are you aware that this podcast was brought to you by Square and by HoneyBook? But I'm going to tell you about Square for a second.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. Why don't you do that?
So Square started to help businesses accept any payment with that little white card reader you're probably aware of. They want to make it simple so you can run your business, grow your business, and they keep building out a complete system from point of sale to payroll, invoicing, and all that built and worked together. Square.com/go/biceps. You must check it out today. John, tell them about HoneyBook.
Corey Gregory, HoneyBook is an online business management tool that lets you control your client communication, bookings, contracts, and invoices, all in one place, might I add. If you're a creative freelancer or small business owner, HoneyBook helps you, Corey Gregory, stay organized with custom templates and automation tools. You can even use HoneyBook to consolidate services you already use, like QuickBooks, Google Suite, and MailChimp. Over 75,000 photographers, designers, event professionals, and other entrepreneurs have saved hundreds to thousands of hours a year. It's your business, just better with HoneyBook.
Honeybook.com. Use the promo code BICEPS for 50% off, John.
Oh, yeah.
So, John, here's how we're going to do this ending. Are you ready? I'm going to say what I normally say, and then you finish it, because the being online, it's always a little bit chopped up. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Johnny Fosco, can the podcast be stopped?
The podcast can't be stopped with that. BMX Mafia.